Welcome back. As you can see, we are now outside, and I would like to invite you to apply the TriLock system to this bike, walking through all the steps uh, and thoughts when you put it together, as we have been doing so far. Please note, for ease of use, the lock itself is already applied due to the prototype's design. This is the top of our list to improve.
Yeah, and so before we started filming, we talked about like how this U-lock would go on, and so typically how I put it on my bike is like this. But Robert kind of imagined it a little more sticking out like this U-lock right here, kind of sticking out on the side. Like, I mean, it would go through both the wheel and this, but it would stick out on the side. So I think that's something that you guys might want to think about in terms of like where would the U-lock be placed.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
Fantastic.
I'm going to start putting this on. I'm going to use the instruction guide too because that's helpful for me.
Yep.
So we already did the first step, which was to apply this. And then the next part is to place the cut-resistant seat cover over your seat. Okay. And this is much more intuitive when you are looking like an action. Okay, so we have the single one in the back, and then the two in the front.
Yep.
Then guide these two over the front handlebars. Yeah, the chains are definitely a little long.
Yep.
But I know it would change.
Sure.
Okay. Guide the two front cables. Oh, I already did that. Bring all front cables to the loop of. Oh, great. Okay. So this would just go down in here, right?
Yes. And there's that D-ring that you can attach it with.
Oh, okay. Oh, right. This little guy?
The little guys. Oh, nope. One of those smaller ones. So you can put that in one of the links and then into the bar, which obviously that would be a tensioner with a lock for the cable. Excellent. Yep, you can gather those together and then.
Like, this is something that I would be cautious of, especially like on our campus, how these can kind of get wrapped around. Like, I could see being in a rush and accidentally going like this.
Excellent.
And then that disrupts other people from like parking their bikes.
Excellent.
Just something that, like, that I'm pointing out. And then I feel like the most time-consuming part for me is like trying to, clip. This would be a tensioner, but like put the tensioner onto here. Like, that's where I feel like things could get missed.
Yep.
Like you could accidentally skip one. You're not getting through this loop, which would make it, not very useful to use. So I think that's something also important that
Okay.
I want to point out.
That's excellent.
Let's see. And then making sure there's enough tension is something that I'm trying to be aware of too. I don't know if you could like mark off on like what loop to use.
Yep.
But I could see myself being in a rush and like making it too loose.
Yep.
Okay, I think it's secured. And yeah, just like this hanging down, I would just be sad if like, for example, there's this bike over here and they have their own like loop. Like, what if this actually like got caught in there somehow?
Absolutely.
That would be bad.
Yep.
I would be pretty sad about that.
So definitely size to the bike with a minimal extra.
Yes.
Absolutely. Okay, great. I think.
Yeah.
So that's good. I think so. The last step, like you said, the tension.
Yeah.
Would be connecting this to these through this.
Okay.
So if you can go ahead and try that.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. And would you do it at like a looser point or at where you're...
You want the result to be as tight as possible.
Okay.
So as far back as you can to make this tight.
Okay. Yeah, it would be helpful to definitely have
Absolutely.
because, see, I'm having some...
I'm seeing that.
I think that needs to be maybe here.
Yep.
And then it's too, like I can't get them. Maybe I can. There we go.
Yep. Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay. So the idea being that someone can't just take it off.
Yeah.
So definitely more guidance in the way of pictures and maybe through that QR code, a video.
Yeah, that would be great.
I'm finding that's probably the best.
Yes.
Does a video showing how to do it?
Exactly. I think that would be helpful, like to have that as a review and something that you could literally, like I'd have the little brochure on the now,
Yep.
like even having this on the ground as you like do it,
Right.
you can easily like get a step by step, and also like maybe ways to troubleshoot too, because obviously like you're here to walk me through this,
Right.
but if I was having issues like getting things tight, being like, hey, if you're having this problem with the tensioner,
Right.
these are some steps you should take before like I decide to call the hotline
Right.
or I need to reach out to you. Like having it like troubleshooting already done would be really helpful.
No, absolutely. And having that video, they could do it at home first.
Yes.
And then by the time they get to school or work or whatever, they have it down.
Yeah.
But as simple as possible. Yeah, I think it's not quite so intuitive, which is important to know.
Yeah.
So a video, pictures, is definitely, I think, an answer.
And I'm just curious. I'm just trying to like play around with
Yeah.
actual tension
Yeah.
in terms of like, because really like when I think about it, and obviously this isn't full tension, but like if you just yank them back, like if you just yank the handlebars back, like if you're able to take them off.
Right. And that, you're right. No, I totally agree. And as part of the design, the goal would be to have these as tight as possible.
Okay.
There's quite a bit of slack there, but that's not your fault. That's because of the tensioner. Ideally, if we could attach those together and have like a dial,
Yes, I like that.
and then they were able to turn the dial and bring it in, so that there's no slack there at all.
And in terms of like the tensioner, and like I know these are final materials, but obviously someone could just like cut through the tensioner. Like how do you?
Well, someone can cut through a U-lock.
That's true.
There's no zero theft option.
Yeah.
We're trying to deter.
Yeah.
And I think between the fabric, say they took an X-Acto knife and they couldn't cut it, and they see these cables, they're like, I'm going to an easier target.
That's true. Yeah.
But that's fair. I think that's an important point.
And then I don't know, like looking amongst all the other bikes
Yep.
that we have here,
Yep.
is there's no other design quite like this. So,
Right.
My consideration is like, are people going to feel like it's too new? Like obviously there are enhanced safety
Right.
features, but like if you're the only bike in the rack that has something like this,
Right.
are people going to trust it or even think it's like cool?
Early adopters.
Yeah.
No, you're totally right.
Yeah.
Are there early adopters that are willing to take that chance?
Yeah.
Or is it too out there? No, that's an excellent point. Like any new product, there didn't used to be iPads, but they were cool.
Yeah.
Is this cool, or are people like, no?
Yeah. Exactly.
That's totally fair. Excellent.
That makes sense.
Okay. I think what we can do is find a seat over here and do our finish up.
Sounds good.
Yep. Go ahead and see how taken apart is and put it back in the bag, if you would.
Let's see. Yeah, this is like maybe a little confusing because I'm not sure where things coming from.
Right.
But I'm just gonna leave this clip on here.
Yep. That's great.
Lose it.
That's great.
Because yeah, another thing I'd be really cautious about, like these are little things that you can easily lose. Like I can think like in the snow, like if you're biking in the snow, or if you're in like an area where there's a lot of leaves and you drop it, you have to search for it, and that costs more time. So
absolutely.
that's I think something important to consider.
Absolutely. And the goal for the tensioners would be permanently affixed to the cables.
Oh, okay.
But you're absolutely right. Losing things is not good.
Yeah, and a lot of things they're getting dropped. So like I don't know, I think about noise and stuff. Like if you're outside of a dorm and it's 3 a.m. in the morning and you're riding your bike back, it can be really loud.
So maybe even with a cable, that would still be loud. Have it encased in plastic sheathing, so it's not so clanky.
Yeah, and then see how it's getting twisted.
I absolutely do.
That's another issue too, because you don't want it to like, accidentally get too twisted up in your bike or even in your spokes.
Absolutely, it's just more time.
Yeah.
And now you're missing class.
I don't know. I'm trying to think about this in terms of like if I were to wrap this all up, like what would the size be?
Yep. Absolutely.
But I think I don't know exactly what the material your final material would be for this, but even if you have something where you could just like zip this all in.
Wow.
I think that would be pretty cool because
that's phenomenal.
There's less like material that you're using.
Yep.
And then you could literally pouch this up.
Within itself.
And then maybe attach it to your U-lock.
Yep.
I know we're going to keep this attached on here, but like if this was attached to your U-lock,
yep.
You could just go around.
I love it.
That would be really great. Just because I've seen a lot of like, have you ever seen those bags that like they're like 50 plugins and they zip back up for themselves? It's like it's a multifunctional tool. You're not like bringing a bag and a blanket with you. Like,
That is phenomenal. I love that idea.
Yeah.
Have the seat zip in itself and make a pouch to hold the cables and chains.
Just because that makes most sense to me, and like, I don't know, if there's another thing that you have to attach, or like, I have very small hands, for example, like,
Yep.
I can hold this in the palm of my hand
Yep.
if it was theoretically zipped, and like, that makes it easier to just for me to like unzip it and then start,
Yep.
opening it up.
Yep.
Like another suggestion
Phenomenal.
that I have would be like, sometimes like, especially unwrapping it, it's hard to tell what are the back and the front, so maybe having some sort of like colored guide to be like, red is back, or
Yep.
green is front, or whatever that means. Like, that
Love
would
it.
make it easier for me to be like, okay, this is how I need to orient it, so I'm,
Yep.
it's less time on these.
I love it.
But yeah,
More pictures, more visual assists.
Yes. Yeah.
I think that's phenomenal.
Yeah. But I'm also a visual person, so.
I'm too.
that's
No,
fine.
I think a lot of people are. I think that's excellent.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's sit over here. Where did my we can All right, welcome back. We're going to do our finish up questions.
Okay.
You've covered so much,
Good.
and we're very appreciative. So I don't know how much more you'll have to add,
Okay.
but we'll find out.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'd like to conduct a short debrief on
Sounds
your
good.
experience with us today and any final thoughts you have on the TriLock system. If you were to describe the product to a friend, how would you do so?
Yeah, great question. I would say it's a novel way to secure more components of your bike. Because I think a lot of times we think about like bike locks, you think about like the front tire and the actual frame of the bike. You don't consider like the handlebars or the seat.
Right.
So I think I would try to explain it to a friend and like, this is a new bike lock. Like, it
Yep.
challenges other bike locks.
Excellent, excellent. Do you think this product is something you or those you know would be interested in?
I mean, I feel like price would be a pretty determinant factor for me. Like,
Yep.
Obviously there's some emotional value in my bike, but like cost-wise, like, if
Totally fair.
I lost the bike, but I could see, for example, like my brother, he goes to see Calder and he owns a bike that's $2,000 that he takes to campus, and for him, like, that might be a really fair consideration that he's
Okay.
like, hey, I'm willing to spend, money on this. Do you have a price point for your lock at the moment?
Yes, it seems people that buy higher end bike locks spend between $150 and $200.
Okay.
So we were thinking at about the $150 mark.
Okay. Yeah, so I'd say for $150, especially if you do own a nicer bike, I can see that you would, want to have this. But, obviously as a student and, having the ability to get a free lock
Right.
at the police department,
Yep.
that changes things. So
Sure.
I would say it's going to depend, on like the amount of money you put into your bike every year,
Yep.
and, how much like financial and emotional value you put into it as well.
Perfect. No, that's absolutely something to keep in mind that on a university, the police station offers free locks, like you
Yeah.
said. So why would they need this? Or would they take the free one and add this to it? It depends on the cost of the bike.
Yeah.
Like exactly like you said. Perfect. What was part of the experience today that could use the most improvement?
I feel like we've talked a lot about this,
Yeah.
like throughout this time together, but like visuals are a big thing.
Yep.
Especially if you don't have someone from the founders there to
Right.
help you.
Right.
Like, having that visual experience is helpful, and it makes the customer like feel more confident. I feel like the biggest thing that companies that are providing like things in terms of security need to provide is like comfort to
Yep.
that customer. So like, if you're comfortable putting it on, you're more likely to feel comfortable like leaving your
Right.
bike in public.
Right.
But if you're like frustrated putting it on, there's not a lot of good tools, then it's really difficult to be like, yeah, I feel like safe putting
Right.
my bike out there. And I think of also like use of other people. Like, I've had other people use my bike lock before, so I want people to like pass this on to someone else and be like,
Right.
hey, can you use it for the day? Like, super easy, and I want someone to be able to do it on their first try.
Absolutely. I think that's exactly right. Do you think, because of what we've talked about, do you think a series of photos in a brochure or just a QR code to a YouTube video?
I think it would be good in the brochure to have like a visual that points out like, this is, because you guys have some technical terms that
Right.
I might not understand
Right.
as a user. So like, point out like, hey, this is where the specific cable is, or this is what it looks like.
Yep.
And then maybe having some pictures to be like, this is step 1, this is step 2, to like
Yep.
understand that. But then also having that QR code for like a video, I think is helpful too. People need extra help.
Yep.
Because especially for me, maybe the first time I put it on, I like need to watch the video, but maybe I don't ride my bike for 3 months in the winter, and then I need to remember how to do it again. Then I can
Yep.
just open that brochure and see it.
Yep.
And making it like a small pocket size, maybe fit within. Like,
Yep.
the lock would be great too, because then you can have it with you.
So it could be small, but multiple pages to show all those things.
Yeah, or even having a QR code like on the inside of the seat that you can flip over
Yep.
and like scan, and then
Yep.
it can be like, okay, like if you forget or you lose the instructions, then
Yep.
you can have that.
No, I think that's genius. And in fact, I'm sitting here thinking about the color coding. It could be the cables that are coded, and they could come in like Rams green and gold, Broncos blue and orange.
Yes.
The blue go to the front, orange goes to the back. Anything like that.
Like I know a lot of people really like there's a specific color of the frame of their bike.
Right.
They want it to be aesthetically
Absolutely.
pleasing and like match all of that. And I think that would be great.
Everything's not sports. No, you're absolutely right. And that could be infinite.
Yeah.
Okay, I love it. Let's see. What was the part of the experience today that you enjoyed the most?
That's a good question. I kind of like seeing just like a different bike lock. I feel like when you rock around at CSU, everybody has the same lock. Some people have cables to put around their bike, but I haven't ever seen. I'm not maybe a bike expert, but
Right.
I haven't seen anything that can go over the handrails or the seat. So I think like seeing that was pretty interesting to be like, okay, how can we have a new way of securing our bikes?
Yep.
Yeah.
I love it. Is there anything else you'd like to share before we conclude?
I don't think so. I think I've said mostly everything. I guess, yeah, my biggest feedback is just think about like the whole user experience from like the moment that it arrives at their doorstep to like transporting it around from place to place, because I think that's a really important consideration as you build more prototypes.
Excellent. On behalf of TriLock, I would like to thank you for your time and feedback today. It is imperative to the improvement of our product as we move to the final design and bringing it to market. We have a wonderful rest of your day, and thank you for your time.